Morning. It's Thursday morning, April 13th. I'm out here on the trail doing a couple of interviews with trail hikers and doing a little hike myself. I ran into a couple guys here that are potential through hikers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and a little advice you have any for people that's on the trail. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with you.
Sure. My name's 50 out here on trail. I come from Pennsylvania.
What was your trail name again?
50.
50.
Yeah, short for 50 Shades.
50 Shades of Gray, huh?
Yeah, the
TV thing?
story, I'll keep it out of the interview because it gets a little lengthy, but it's not as bad as you might think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we started, both of us in Georgia, pretty close to one another. I started March 5th. Yogi started March 4th. So we're both working on a pretty quick through hike, trying to move pretty quickly. I start dental school in August, so I'm trying to be off the trail in mid-July. So this is just kind of my way to get out away from society for a little while, simplify things, get my mind clear, and kind of tackle a challenge before moving on to another big challenge in life. So
Understand. You have any leg problems or feet problems or anything?
my legs are pretty good. Definitely towards the beginning of the hike, the first 150 miles or so, the legs took some serious adjusting. Since then, it's been mostly foot problems, but they're not bad. They're kind of clearing up a little bit. Just they're pretty much sore every morning a little bit. But I just switched to trail runners from boots, and I'm hoping that makes a big difference. Boots really beat my feet up, got me a lot of blisters. Just made the feet sore pretty much every day, so I'm kind of experimenting right now.
How long did it take your appetite to kick in?
Probably like a week.
A week, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's at tops right now. We just stayed all you can eat Chinese in town, and we destroyed it.
First few days, though, you feel like you want to kind of throw up and stuff, don't you?
It makes you a little sick, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not used to that kind of exertion, so
Kind of.
definitely didn't have the appetite initially.
Okay, let me move on over to your partner here.
All right.
Introduce-
I'm Yogi.
Shaggy?
Yogi. Trail name Yogi.
Yogi, okay.
From Connecticut. So we're both pretty much walking home. Just graduated from school with a degree in computer engineering in December. I don't start working until August, so this is what I'm doing until then. Like 50 said, we'll probably be done sometime in July. We're just so happy right now that it's warm out, and this is honestly the best weather we've seen, because we're used to one day of sunshine and then rain, and then one day of sunshine and rain.
And maybe
So this is
snow.
the most sun we've ever seen. Yeah, and then maybe snow.
Snow and ice, yeah.
Yeah, winter's revenge came a couple times. We got some real cold nights. Probably the coldest I've ever been has been on this trip, and I'm from New England.
Yeah, we had snow here in Virginia. I'm in a little bit north of Parisburg on the
Yeah.
trail.
I mean, that mid-March cold front was absolutely miserable at times. Like, you'd be walking down the trail and your water would freeze, and you can't even drink. Like, you're sleeping with your Sawyer every night. Your water's freezing before you can even drink it.
And we were in the Smokies then, so it was even colder since we were at such high elevation. So
Right.
it was tough.
Okay. So your legs and feet holding up good?
Yeah, my feet. I just got a new pair of shoes yesterday. My first pair, the Salomon XA Pro 3Ds. A lot of people really like those. I liked them. Those lasted about 600 something miles, almost 700. I used them before the trail.
Did you have the same problem with your legs and your appetite and so forth that he had when he started?
Well, I was force feeding myself in the beginning for sure, just to get the calories down. But maybe 2 weeks into it, I started getting really hungry, and I think we can't carry, the two of us can't carry more than 3 nights of food. 3 nights is pushing it for
We
us.
don't like to.
Because that's just too much food.
Yeah.
For 3 nights and 3 days, I'm looking at like 11 pounds of food. I destroy food.
His backpack has like a max of like.
Well, actually, if you're doing like 20 miles a day, you're actually using about 6,000 calories.
My Fitbit's telling me 7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
Your body maintenance will take anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000, maybe
Yeah.
2,500, depending on
I mean, my
your
Fitbit
weight.
says today already 2,000 calories.
2,000 calories. How far have you come?
6.66.
Yeah.
We're doing our best to eat a lot, get enough calories. So, I mean, right now we're on a 2.5-day food carry,
Yeah.
and
That's pretty heavy.
we're probably carrying like I might have 12 pounds of food.
We're
You
gonna
carry-
eat all of it.
You carry vitamins? Also,
Yeah.
vitamins?
Oh, yeah, vitamins for sure.
So we actually have 2 guys that we had to leave behind because they got sick.
Right.
And we're pretty sure the vitamins helped us.
Right. The
'Cause they weren't
vitamins.
taking vitamins and we're taking them.
Well, what happens out here on the trail is that you don't get a lot of fresh fruit and greens and stuff the way you need to because you're trying to pack calories, and that's peanut butter and nuts and
Yeah.
things like that.
I
You know?
started making PB&Js recently. Packed out a loaf of bread. It's really nice.
Yeah,
We eat
yeah.
a lot of calorie-rich and sugar-rich things, but
Right.
not a lot of things with a nice range of nutrients and vitamins.
Until
So,
we're in town.
yeah, when we're in town, we do our best, eat our fruits and veggies. So try to catch up on that, keep the immune systems up. So vitamins definitely help with that.
How much weight you packing?
Right now, mine with my food, it's probably like 25
25 with food?
with the food in here right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, my backpack, it's the Ohm by ULA. So
Right.
if you put over 30 pounds in it, you're ripping it. So
Okay.
It kind of forces you to go lightweight.
Right,
That's
right.
a huge plus.
Well, you
Go
can see
lightweight.
I'm really heavily packed down here
Yeah.
this morning too.
Lightweight is
That
the
is
way to go.
ultralight right there.
I got a water bottle. Of course, I'm only going 3.5 miles this morning, so
Yeah.
that's not bad. Sometimes I'll do maybe a 4-mile hike with no water.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you're home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going like 5 miles without water this morning. So
Yeah.
I started way too heavy. I mean, that's relative like to everyone, but I started with like a 30-pound base weight. I've been cutting that. I really don't know where I am. I might be like between like 22 and 24 now. Maybe carrying like a little over 30 pounds of food. So
Yeah.
something like that. Definitely. The more weight you cut, the lighter you can go out here, the more enjoyable it is.
Absolutely.
People always say, oh, you know, like I like my heavy pack, I like my luxury items.
Yeah.
Until you hurt your knees, twist an ankle. And
Start going 20 miles a day.
You never. Yeah, it's. I mean, you
Yeah.
can. It's possible to carry a lot, but it's not gonna be fun.
No, so if you're carrying a lot, you got to keep your miles down, or else you'll get beat up way too quickly, and you won't last out here. So
Right.
Lightweight is. way to go.
absolutely, even if
Wait.
it costs a little bit extra, it's worth a little bit. So I mean, since I've been on trail, I've like spent a bunch of money on random gear items just to cut my weight. So I wish I would have done that beforehand, when it was easier, easier and cheaper.
What about some advice for potential through hikers or somebody interested maybe in the future hiking, or some people just starting out right now?
I did like 4 section hikes before I started my through hike, so I knew exactly what I was going to expect. Don't come out here never stepping foot on the trail before. So the first time I ever packed out, my backpack was like this big, and like I'm on my 4th backpack, like second tent, second sleeping bag, second sleeping pad. I've just changed since my first hike so much to something that I haven't changed at all on this
So-
hike yet.
Definitely do some miles and try to
Yeah.
get in shape before you come out here, right?
I probably had like
Absolutely.
220 trail miles before I came out here.
Right
I-
before?
No, like the summer before. Like I've already done all of Massachusetts
Okay.
in one trip. I did Connecticut to Vermont this past summer. Now I learned a lot on that trip.
But still yet, when you first started out, you had that,
I had a huge pack.
I
I had
wanted
a
to
water
throw up.
bladder.
Yeah.
I had all sorts of stuff I didn't need. I had a self-inflatable pad.
Okay.
A 4-pound tent. I had all sorts of heavy things. That
Okay.
I didn't need.
Advice?
That's it.
Go light. Go
Yeah.
light. What about
Yeah,
it? Anything?
I was working like crazy before I came out here to afford to do this hike, so I can attest to that because I did not have that much time to refine my gear.
Yeah.
It's not fun to do all that on the trail. So obviously, like when you get out here, like the main thing you want to do out here is have fun.
That-
And you know, you try to think like, oh, I'm gonna be able to have fun, like no matter what my gear situation is. It definitely gets difficult if you're not happy with your gear situation. It grinds on you every day. It's something you can't help thinking about. So do the prep beforehand. Get your gear list refined. Know what you're carrying. Know how to use it. Keep your weight down. It'll be a lot more enjoyable out here. You'll be able to enjoy the views more. Enjoy the hiking more. Just enjoy the experience more. So
I've heard that if you start at Springer in the spring at the right time, and you walk up that mountain, you can see all sorts of gear on the side of the trail
Oh yeah.
that people have thrown
Stuff
away.
Literally, there's stuff hanging in trees like all over the place for the first couple miles.
Yeah,
So yeah, but I mean, definite advice is enjoy yourself while you're out here. It's easy to get down on yourself on a bad day. So I'm sure you hear that all the time, but never quit on a bad day. And it makes it easier to have more good days when you go lighter and come in prepared physically and gear wise.
Mentally,
so
too.
mentally, yeah. So we have a buddy who maybe is starting to struggle a little bit mentally, and he's been just blue blazing all around, and
That's
just
no good.
yeah, he's kind of burning out a little bit. So he started very heavy.
yeah.
Definitely wore on him.
Still pretty heavy.
Still heavy.
I've heard it's like at least 50% mental,
Oh yeah.
and the longer you stay out here, the more mental the
Yeah.
thing becomes.
Right.
So let me go ahead and close out this interview. You guys wanted to see one of these others that I did this morning.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to show you that. So let me go ahead and close this out, and let me say thank you. And I'm going to close this out and show you guys that other interview.
Okay.
Thanks.